And the reason that we put it on the horse is so we don't have to walk. And the reason that we don't want to walk is because we have to look after lots and lots of cows. Can you imagine having 2,000 cows?
No. I can see
A billion cows? Holy smokes, I'm glad I don't work for that.
You can ride a cow.
That's a lot of cows. What? You have a saddle? A what? A lasso? I sure do. This is the saddle. This is the bridle. Now, does anybody know where this goes? What we use this for? Where?
It goes on the horse.
On where does it go on the horse? Yep. This little piece right here goes in his mouth, and this goes over his ears, and his eyes look out here so that he can see where he's going. And then these pieces here go on each side of his neck so that we can steer him and make him go where we want him to go. Okay?
That's a rope.
Just like that. And then this is how we make him stop when we pull back just a little bit. And when that pulls back, that pulls in his mouth right there. And it just tells him to whoa. And so you don't have to talk to him, you don't have to do nothing. All you have to do is just use your hands. And then the reason we wear these is so that we can tell him to move. Sometimes we need him to move forward, sometimes we need him to move backwards, sometimes we need him to move this way, sometimes we need him to move this way. And that's how you communicate with the horse. Have any of you ever seen a talking horse?
No.
If horses talk, you can just tell them, hey, I need you to move to the left. I need you to move to the right. I need you to stop, but you can't do that. So you have to have different stuff to communicate with them. Now, does anybody know what these are called?
No.
What?
I forgot that I have a pair.
You do have a pair.
David, does your grandpa wear a pair?
Do you know what they're called?
Cowboy jeans.
Cowboy jeans? Well, that's kind of close. We call them some other names, but we call these leggings. Okay? Now sometimes leggings. What's that? No, go ahead.
Well, just a minute, Mrs. Wright. Mrs. B's class, when we're getting dressed for our goodbye song and it's really cold outside, what do we need to pull on?
Your chaps.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought they were.
Okay. Now the reason we call them leggings is because there's different kinds of chaps.
Okay.
And the word chaps, again, come from the Spanish language. And the formal Spanish word is chapero. Chapero. But here again, if you're talking to a bunch of dumb cowboys, they're just chaps. Because most dumb cowboys can't say chapero. I had to study it just before I came in here. The style of leggings that I wear, chaps, chaperos, were made to go all the way down to the ankle, and they covered your entire leg all the way down. But these, see how these don't go all the way down? They just stop right here at my knees. Here again, this is from the Spanish language. Check it out. Check it out. Now, this one's kind of odd because us cowboys, we turn chiquitas into chinks. And so these are called chinks. These leggings are called chinks. Yeah. And I don't really know why that was. They didn't ask for my opinion when they changed it. So this is the stuff that we wear when we have to go out and check on the cows and stuff. We have pockets. Sometimes you need a knife. Sometimes you need to cut something. We're probably not supposed to have this in the school. You got pockets for so you can keep stuff in here. This is a good place for. And I don't think they originally designed these back 100 years ago to hold cell phones, but this is a good place to keep your cell phone so you don't get it messed up. Now, the rest of this, sometimes when we go check on the cows, we find a sick cow. You know what you have to give to a sick cow? Medicine. Yeah. Cows take medicine just like people do. Sometimes they have problems with their eyes. Sometimes they have problems with their feet. Sometimes cows get a cold just like we get, and we have to give them some medicine.
What kind of medicine?
It's called antibiotic. It's kind of like what you take. If you get a cold, you have to take some medicine. It's the same kind of stuff. Oh, really? Yes, sir. You got a question?
I have antibiotics.
Antibiotics?
Yeah, and so I can, that's my medicine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it makes you better, doesn't it? Makes you feel better? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I sure do. Now, if we go out and check on our cows and we have sick ones, sometimes we have to rope them. Okay. So we use a horse and a rope so that we can catch the cows, and then once we get them caught, we let them lay down on their side so that we can tie their feet together so they don't kick us, because they'll do that on occasion. And then we give them their medicine and we untie their feet and we let them back up, and they get better.
Oh, they don't like the medicine?
Mm-hmm.
They don't like the medicine?
Well, do you like to take medicine?
Not so much.
Sometimes the medicine tastes nasty and you don't want to swallow it and stuff, and you kind of spit and gag and.
Like, when I need to take my antibiotics, I don't want to take it.
Yeah, and the cows don't like it either.
If my mommy gave
'Cause
me
they're-
cherry medicine, it tastes really bad.
Yeah, but exactly. The cherry medicine tastes really bad, and most cow medicine comes in cherry flavor, and so that's why they don't like to take it, because it tastes really bad. Work with it.
Just say excuse me, hang on. You tie up the cow to give him medicine.
Right.
Right, and it's fair. Well, you guys have to be really quiet.
We don't really have a whole lot of room to work this thing here, but kind of the way it works is you get it swinging over your head like this.
I know how to do that.
You know how to do that?
You're back up your head.
And then when you get ready to throw it, you throw it just like a baseball. You're spinning it, and you throw it like a baseball, and you point to what you're throwing at, and that goes around their head or around their feet, depending on which part you're trying to catch. And that's how you get them. That's how you get them down to give them some medicine.
So that's basically use the rope and relax them.
Mm-hmm. Rope. This is a rope. English word for it is a rope. The Spanish word for it is reata. Reata. Sometimes it was also called a lariat. And somehow, some cowboy changed it from lariat to lasso or lasso. But pretty much it's just a rope. Some ropes are actually made out of cowhide. Some are made out of rawhide. These ropes are made out of nylon. Some ropes are made out of cotton. But that's all it is just all. See all them little pieces?